Delighted to be joined by Celine Boutier right now, and we're going to talk about a lot of things, including what's in between us here, this equipment, in just a moment. First of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time to join us. Lovely to see you. How's your form? How's your game?
It's all right. I think it's getting there. I feel like golf, you never really have everything together, so it's really always a work in progress. I'm trying to get all the parts of my game coming together at the same time, which is not always easy, but I think it's getting there.
And how was the Olympics for you?
It was a great experience. To be able to do it at home was something that, not many athletes get the chance to experience that, so it was just incredible to be able to perform in front of a home crowd for such a big event as the Olympics and be a part of something so much bigger than golf was really cool.
That's grand. Now, talking about big events, of course, this week at the Old Course at St. Andrews, hosting the AIG Women's Open. How was your experience with links golf? What's it like to be on this property?
Yeah, it's really fun. I've definitely grown up, in junior golf playing a lot of links golf throughout the years. So I've definitely had a lot of experience and a lot of good memories, some bad memories. It's a little bit of everything. You just have to be prepared for everything here. But it's definitely a little bit of a challenge, just finding the conditions, playing a course that's different every day. And especially on such a tough course as the Old Course is always surprises.
Awesome. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your equipment. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start here, if you don't mind. I'm going to start, first of all, with the driver. You have, this is
the Black Ops from PXG.
I was going to say it's Black Ops. Okay, there it is. Yes. It's on the front. Yeah.
So it's come out sometime last year, and it's been really big help for me. It's definitely a lot more forgiving, and I was able to get also more speed out of it. So I definitely put it on the bag like the first week that I tried it, and it's been in the bag ever since.
All right, now you have on this one a 9 degree of loft on your Black Ops. Did you keep it at that, or did you do any adjustments?
I kept it the same. I was able to get a decent height, and the spin was definitely in the right window, so I definitely didn't need to change the loft or anything on it, so which was really good.
When you talk about performance that you've gotten out of this Black Ops, how were you in terms of distance compared to what you had prior?
A little bit more speed off of it, especially also on the missed hits. They were, they are not centered, which sometimes happens when you tow it or you heel it, but the ball flight also gets to stay really straight, and so I think it's a little bit more forgiving and more speed overall.
Excellent. Okay. From there, I wanted to ask about something which I'm sure you're going to employ this week with links golf. You've got a couple of hybrids here. What's your philosophy in terms of hybrids? What were you looking to do?
Yeah, I think in general, for me, hybrids are a more forgiving club than longer irons, and I'm able to get more height out of them, which is easier to stop on the greens. This week, I normally have 3 hybrids. This week, I've put the 5-iron in instead of a 5 hybrid, so I only have 2. But they're very forgiving, easy to play, and also in the rough, it's a lot easier than having a lower iron, I find. So I've definitely always played a lot of hybrids.
Now, you've got the 2 hybrids here. You've got a 19 degree, they have 3 and the 22 degree with 4. Respectively, what's your normal distance with these 2 clubs?
Yeah, so my 4 hybrid, which is the 22 degrees, I normally carry about 175 meters. I don't know how that is in yards. I think 190.
Yeah, about 195-ish.
Yes, and then my 3 hybrid is 185. So it's about a 10-meter gap in between each club, and I'm able to kind of manipulate a little bit depending on the height and the lie.
Awesome. Okay, let's jump into the irons here and talk about them for a second. Then I want to finish with the wedges. First of all, I want to go to the 5-iron because you mentioned specifically that you put, I'm going to switch hands, because you put it into the bag this week. This is a Gen 4 model for you. So obviously you found a model that you feel works for you, that you're comfortable with. Could you take us through this iron and why?
So this Gen 4 irons I've been playing for I think 3 years now. It's definitely a club I can really trust, and I kind of know my yardages. I know how they're going to react, and so I haven't really felt the need to change to the newer models. I've definitely just tried the Gen 7s that are coming out, and I think I'm going to switch after this week just because I get a little bit more height out of them. But this week I don't need height. I just want to keep it as low as possible, so the Gen 4s work perfect. But yeah, like I said, I normally don't play a 5-iron. Just because I don't get as much height in normal conditions. But this week the 5-iron is just perfect because you can fight the wind pretty nice and just keep it, below the wind to get it affected too much. So it's a very nice addition to the club this week.
Yeah, it's a nice balance, as you can see in this iron too. You can see kind of the width of the flange. You can see how it's blunted on the back side, how it's, as they call it, pre-worn on the front blade side of it as well. Really beautiful iron. KBS shafts on this one, and I see you have them in a stiff flex.
Yes, it's been a few years now that I've been playing this shaft. It's been really nice. I was playing a steel shaft before and wasn't able to get that much height out of them. And when I switched to these, they were very nice, just nice trajectory and very reliable shaft. So I've been playing this shaft on my iron for I think 3-4 years now.
Cool. So a little bit, as I'm working around the club, a little bit lower kick point then to get it airborne. So we were talking about the merits of the iron with Celine, running through them. Obviously that technology, I'm just going to hold it up so the camera can see it, Celine, runs through the entirety of the line with that medium width flange that she's using. The mass of the weight, you can see, is below the equator of the golf ball. It's going to get that height that she was talking about and working on as well. So it's very, very cool indeed. Okay, I'm going to talk about these irons, but I'm just going to, for heck of it, grab this one because it's a 58 degree. And this is a beauty.
Yes, it's the first wedge that PXG has ever come out with. It's the Sugar Daddy. I think it's about 6 or 7 years old now, and they don't make them anymore. But yeah, so I'm really trying to keep them as long as possible. I think there's like about 5 left in the factory, so I'm trying to go through them as slowly as possible before I have to switch. But these are definitely the first wedges that I've gotten from PXG, and they're the best. I love them so much. They're so soft and so forgiving. I'm able to get a lot of control out of them. On my wedges, I'm able to flight them, and it spins so much. And on the short games, I'm able to have touch that's soft enough that it can also stop very quick. So I love these wedges, and I'm very sad that they don't make them anymore.
All right, now the reason I grabbed this one in particular is because it looks like you've done a little work on the sole on this one. Did you grind that, or is that just from hitting a zillion balls?
That's just from wear and tear. Yeah, like I said, I'm really trying to work them as long as possible. But yeah, I have kind of a bounce that's very mid-range, a 7 bounce, so I'm able to work that on softer grounds, but also on firmer, like here as well. So it's got a very good versatility, and yeah, I love them.
It's awesome. She's going to be able to pinch it anywhere she wants to. So we did want to go through this bag with some of the PXG product that she is playing and taking into play this week here at the AIG Women's Open. It's great to see you. Good luck this week. We wish you the very, very best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.